first corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? No.
Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project K9 Hero. Not every retired police K9 or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectK9Hero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
The Ghost Cup Series heads to the infamous Charlotte Roval, where the drivers will look to solidify their spot in the playoffs. Around these parts, the heat gets turned up just as much as the wheel. Rivalries continued, battles won, and a shot at the championship is on tap. Trey Whitehead is the current road course king this season, but he's got plenty of others wanting to snatch that crown. Find out who will, Thursday, June 15th, only on the Ghost Racing Network.
Welcome to Kentucky Speedway. Drivers are currently in their qualifying. They have a little bit less than 2 minutes left. Again, sorry for getting that link out late. I about fell asleep and missed the broadcast. That was completely on me there. I don't know why I've been so dang tired recently, but hey, it is what it is. But currently Patrick McQuaid, he sets on top right now, so he's done a pretty good job. I believe the Ghost Cup Series is in their playoffs. I want to make sure. He has that. I think they are. I just want to make completely sure. They're not. Okay, I'd had a feeling they weren't quite just yet. They've got they got 3 more races until the playoffs start, and they go to Chicagoland, Phoenix, Martinsville, Nashville, Talladega, and then Homestead. They've got a while until they actually go playoff racing for them. And looking at fuel-wise, looks like fuel is 47 laps, 160 laps overall at this track here today. So looks like 3 pit stops going to be on these guys. You're not going to be able to make it on fuel only. You can almost split it in 3. If you can maybe split it into 3, I mean you're right on the edge of it is what I'm trying to say there. So these guys will be really, really dang close on that. I believe the qualifying order should disappear on the side there. Yep, now it goes away for them. So we will pull up the starting order here. So starting first is Patrick McQuaid, second Trey Whitehead, third Ryan Sizemore, fourth Lilith Peters, fifth Dylan McDonald, sixth Warren Young, seventh DJ Daniel, eighth Thomas Stewart, ninth Nick Biddy, 10th Mike Sawanowski, 11th Brock Whitehead, 12th Christopher Cash, 13th Jonathan Cogswell, 14th TJ Hanley, 15th Joseph Grijalva, 16th Joey David, 17th Chris Zofield, 18th Dylan Ellis, 19th Christian Roos, 20th Matt Metler, 20th Johnny Williams, 21st Matt Metler, 22nd Christopher Burge, 23rd Chris Hupka, and I believe Lilith, I did catch her. I'm going to make sure I was right. She's filling in for Lucas Whitehead tonight. see this right here just for a second. I believe we will keep it at that. That is not. Yes, we're gonna keep it in at that. Okay, just wanted to see what this did. Also found out that I need to update my driver details because I've got a little bit of an older one in there. I'll make sure everybody gets in here in grids. We have Patrick, who's dealing with a connection issue. He is gone and reappearing, pulling the Houdini for everybody in front of him or behind him. There we go. He's still trying to appear on the track. I don't think he gets completely there. He keeps blinking in and out. Looks like now he's moving. He's gotten better. But we'll do a paint refresh now. Their paints will go white. Probably pop in with a different paint scheme if they have a different one loaded in. One thing too, there were warnings given out last race between Dylan and DJ, because they are miraculously always somehow finding each other, and always ends up in a wreck every single time. It seems it's hard racing between the two, but I think a lot of people have kind of gotten fed up with it. See, 150 laps. Sorry, I don't know why I said 160. That's completely my fault there. Must have been counting something else. We're looking at something else, that is. Car will pull in here. Will be Patrick McQuaid, who will lead them to the green. Pit stop race here. Carter has a flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here from Kentucky. Guys all funnel off of 3 and 4, trying to get these white paint schemes to load in. So that's why you might see a little bit of weird things going on every now and then, because I'm trying to get those to match up with them. So we're going to be doing that here for just a little bit. Most of them are actually popping back in. But however, it's showing most of the cars as being an unstamped paint scheme right now. So that's why you see Dylan McDonald. He actually has a paint scheme, but it's just not showing up correctly at the moment. I'm getting that fixed. We got somebody in the wall, I think, if I heard that correct. I think it was Hupka back here. These guys are slow off of 3 and 4. Somebody smoked the wall. Who got it? Oh, yeah, somebody got turned. Somebody is turned up here. Around TJ. That it would be, I think that's Roos. Looks like Roos. Yep, that is Christian Roos who got sent around. Keeps it. I see them. There comes the caution for it. So a late caution thrown, but it does come out. trying to get these to load. It's wanting to go back to their old paint schemes. Actually, it's re-downloading the new ones. Here we go. We'll give it a little bit. Yeah, it's downloading their new paint scheme. So it's getting their new ones in here. You'll start seeing them refresh soon. Should already be showing them, but it evidently didn't like them. I'm guessing that caution was for all the cars we saw around, or all the cars that wrecked that was not worthy of a caution. I love that paint scheme. I really need to get that guy to make one similar to this. I mean, that is just really nice looking. I messaged him, but he never messaged me back, sadly. Yeah, you see them all now loading in pretty much. The ones that are white, I'm just going to let those stay there, because there's something wrong with their paints not wanting to load in. It might take them, it may just load in randomly later on. That could be the issue, but those are not wanting to load in. Those are the same ones as before, too. So we did have people come down pit road. Burge, Hubka, David, and TJ all came down pit road. This was already back at the pack. TJ was actually the one that got into Roos, and Roos already having a rough night. I think he got a set of tires. Now his paint scheme's loaded. Some of these guys are having paint schemes load after it, but lights are off. I think it's either not loading with everybody. And I've noticed McQuaid has been getting a really weird blinking issue. He blinks and he comes right back, so you don't know what's really happening half the time. You're like, please don't wreck me. Yeah, I don't know why these guys aren't having a paint scheme load. It's just weird. It has to be something with that paint file they have, or either iRacing just does not want to download it for them. I'll figure out what that is after the race, but it's not going to be that too big of a deal. Yeah, they're going to have a white car, but they're still in the race. Probably figure out who that is just from looking at it. It's probably Dylan right there in the third spot. Yes, it is. Or that third row there on the bottom. I can tell from the body of the car if they're a Chevy, Ford, or Toyota. So that already marks it down a lot. Pace car does pull in here, though. Starter has a flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here after a short caution. Wait, he gets the lead. He jumps out to it. He's got Trey Whitehead behind him. You see Dylan McDonald looking on the outside of Trey. The track is going to be a mainly dominant low track. You don't go low around that darker area, you're going to lose a lot of time there as McQuaid. He'll lose the lead to Trey. Might lose about 2 positions. I think he will. Goes really, really wide in that corner. He probably missed the entry there, but he goes super wide. I'm gonna have to deal with DJ on his bottom. Not gonna allow him to come to the bottom. He's not gonna side draft hard either. He's just gonna ride above him. He's gonna go back a lot of positions. So Trey gets the lead. Be Dylan back here trying to catch him. really stuck, really, really stuck to the bottom there of the track. I mean, he really didn't move up at all. I thought he would kind of bobble a little bit, but he's so far holding a straight line going down into the corners. But I do expect as that goes on, he's going to keep backing it up because those corners are going to get tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. Car's just not going to want to turn anymore after a while. Guys back here, that is Dylan Ellis, one of the unloaded paint scheme. You see Matt Mettler's actually running a different one today. He normally runs a white and green paint scheme. Guess he decided to switch it up. That's what I like to see sometimes, though. It's always cool to see some different paint schemes be ran. And he's actually into the playoffs also, just because of his All-Star win. Which is actually pretty good for him too. See Joseph McDonald saying, "Run your race there." She's talking to me, but Dylan's gonna have to deal with probably Lilith here in a minute. Lilith is on the outside of DJ. It's gonna hold him up though, or hold her up though. But you guys lean on each other just a tad. As Dylan's going to bobble there just a tad. You saw him kind of come up off the bottom. He didn't mean to do that either. He did not want to come up off the bottom at that moment. Just clipped the apron. That got his car super, super loose. And he had to get out of the throttle. Thing that always sucks. I don't know how he's gonna have to. He's either gonna have to get around Trey or DJ's gonna get around him. One of the two. Somebody is not here. I think that's McQuaid's connection actually saying that he's dragging around the track. He's still there, but yeah, that's sparks on the right side of his car. Unless his car is just that dang low to the ground, it's not gonna happen. You see Lilith go and get a spot back from DJ. Who's swapping positions. They really don't want to give it up between the two at all. Back here, let's see what these guys are doing. These guys are really not too far off pace by any means. Actually, I mean, they're keeping up with pace. They're just far back. Their pace is not horrible. Like, they could just be saving tires a little bit. Not what you want to do there, bud. Ryan just got ran up the track. Ryan is saying it's the 15 this race. He is not the 15. He's an 8. Lilith is taking his 8 as a 3. That's what's a little bit confusing to me there. I think McQuaid's cracked. I had to jump there. I thought McQuaid had crashed, but he didn't. I was just seeing stuff. I really did think that he wrecked for a second. I was about to be like, wait, where's he at? He's still here. I think Cash is trying to run Roberge down to the bottom just a tad. know if that was a blocking thing by those two guys, but they were wanting to deal with each other. These guys are shifting here. With that 5th gear, you have to go down a gear to get more rotation in the corners. You can see, is Trey doing that? I believe he is. Yeah, he is shifting. He actually hung a gear there. That's not good. He's going to hang a gear. He's not going to have a good time there. He needs to... Probably him just shifting a little bit later than what he actually needs to be. He's not super late shifting, though. It's not like he's, 5 seconds late. He's fine with shifting. Johnny Williams has gone off track out of 3 and 4. What has happened here? I think he just got out the groove. Yeah, tight and didn't want to turn. He kept his foot in it. I think there's a point there, though, that you got to realize that, that car is not turning anymore. You just go ahead and bail off the throttle because he was tight. I mean, that car was not turning one bit. As Lilith, or not Lilith, DJ has gone to the lead as we were looking at that. Trey's not Lilith there on the bottom. I keep wanting to say that's somebody else. It's Lilith. I gotta remember that. I get so confused by the two. I think that one was a different person every single time. Lilith is gonna fight Trey hard for this position, though. She's not really gonna give it up. So, 30-ish laps, we'll see them come down for fuel at the moment. Probably no turn left in that car for him. This is kind of a stalemate, though, here, surprisingly. The guys are kind of stuck behind each other. Nobody's really moving up or back. It's just kind of here. As DJ just smoked the wall coming off that corner. Looking at Hubka's times, 31:49. See, even these times back here, they're not that far off. See Hubka, 31:61. Like, that's not even far off from what these guys up front are running. He got back here and he just can't get past anybody. We got them going around here. All around DJ, Ryan, Biddy, and somebody got punted. That was Brock. Going into 3 and 4. He got moved up out the groove, I think. I know dang well he did not want to go that far. He just shot up the track. be an interesting run for him. That was not going to end up too well. I don't think he got any damage, though. It looks like he's fine. I don't think I see any visible damage. Patrick Quaid is gone again. Never to appear, as I think it's Biddy on the outside of Cogswell. Raced against Cogswell a very, very long time ago when they actually did run leagues. I really just don't do that anymore. These guys up front have now started to gap themselves like really big. Dylan, he's running the fastest times, but they're not ridiculously fast. He can still easily be caught. He's not checked out by any means, and I don't think he'll ever check out. Especially with how it seems like these guys have tire wear going on. I believe they're about, they're more than half a second off pace from their times when they first started the race. They've got something kind of going for them, kind of not. Start swapping paint here. I'm not looking at lap times, and they're not catching Dylan either. And they're just kind of, they're all just so even on times. You know, Lilith is she is 6/10 behind, pretty much. We'll just say that, and it's staying pretty stagnant too. It's not really moving down that much. You know, it moves down every now and then it goes and balances itself out on the front stretch. So it's kind of like a, hey, we're just gonna kind of almost ride at this point. I don't think they're trying to ride at all, but that's what it's turned into. Is you do not want to do that. He got tight. Let me see. TJ did give me a list of pit stops. So you could come down 9, 56, 103, 38, 76, 114, 40, 80, 120. I think we'll probably see most guys go for the second option, like lap 38. We'll probably go to lap 41-ish because of that caution that they had early on. Well, it's starting to gain just a tad. I mean, it's not a huge amount, though. It's just chipping off some time. Dylan's tires are finally starting to show that they're going away just a little bit. You see Ryan all the way to the bottom. Mike Salmanowski has pounded that wall. I haven't been really looking back here because these guys are so far stretched out from each other. Guess it's about to catch Trey here. Fastest lap times have been Dylan. Actually, it's been Lilith recently. Not by a lot, then I think she just blew that quarter. Looks like this track is really run reliant. If you don't get into the corner well and you overshoot the corner, it's pretty much like that whole turn's just done for you. Joseph's going to try to go up under Trey. Trey to go to the lead for a little bit, and he started to fall back here recently. As Joseph does get that position from Trey. Trey might try the crossover here. He's almost to the quarter of Joseph. I think he thought about it, and he realized it's really not worth it. That time, these guys have definitely slowed down a lot. Look, and that is wide. That is going wide on that corner. She's actually going to hit the wall there. As Lilith actually going to go down pit road, so she's going to be the first driver who goes down pit road. Trey's going to follow her. If we got any other takers that come behind him. Don't see any so far coming down with them. Guys will probably start off the pit cycle then for the ones behind them. See, how long does Dylan stay out? He'll probably... I'd say he'll run it till the end of fuel life on his car. I think. I can be completely wrong in that sense, and I probably am, too. No, now I am. Some drag. Keep in mind, like TJ, and there goes Ryan down pit road, and there's gonna go Joseph, and then Thomas Stewart's coming down also. Keep in mind though, TJ, Hubka, Roberge, Bruce can all go a little bit longer because they pit on lap 3 for damage fixed, or maybe use a set of tires. Bruce probably used a set of tires because he did get spun. Dylan Ellis did come down also there. Came down a little bit later. Dylan's still going to stay out. This is probably going to be him running it dry. He's probably going to run this tank dry, and that's what I'd honestly be doing too. I'm a driver that likes to run the tank dry. Every single track I go, I just want the tire advantage. DJ's down. Brock is down. Metler and Cash are down. Got the top 5. Get to make a pit stop. Really, the top 10. All of those guys in there need to make a pit stop. I don't really count the guys that came down on lap 3 as an official pit stop. Just because it didn't, it's so early on, you're not going to benefit from pitting that early. I think Warren's just come down. Solomowski was down. Yeah, Warren's coming down here now. So that still leaves 9 people that have to pit. There comes Hubka, so he's one of the guys that pit on lap 3. So let's see how long everybody else stays out. I don't think they can stay out too long. I just don't think they can afford that tire difference because these tires are falling off fast. They're already pretty much a second and a half behind their race pace that they had early on. That was firing off with fresh tires too. But I don't think you can get away with that this time, sadly. As it's Dylan finally comes down. I knew he'd have to come back down pit road. He'd have to come down pit road around this time. McQuaid's down. Roos is down. I'm going to put Cogswell to the lead. Cogswell will probably be down this time by also. Probably trying to go to lap 50. I don't see him being able to go much longer than that. Again, difference is just way too much. Yeah, he's already slowing down. Him and Biddy are coming down at the same time, so I was correct on that. Cogswell and Biddy, so it's going to leave TJ and Roberge, the last guys that have to come down pit road and eventually pit. See if he comes. No, he's not going to come this time, but he'll probably come at 53, 54, if I had to guess. Let's see what TJ told me for. I don't know. Probably be lap 53, 54. He might come down this lap. Might. He's not going to be able to get to the bottom here, so there's no pitting this time. One thing he does not want to do is run it dry. You'll find out the hard way. You run it dry, that's not going to be a fun time there, bud. Just realized I need to put in the description of one of these videos here. He can come in this time by if he lets Ryan by. No, he's actually stuck. No, he's trying to get to the... Okay, he finally found a way down to the bottom. I was gonna say, if he doesn't get down there, he's going to really miss pit road and be really, really hurting then. He would have been staying out a lot longer than everybody. But Roberge comes down too, so that's what I thought we'd see happen. That does put Lilith to the lead, actually. Came down on lap 42. Trey was lap 42 also. DJ will probably cycle back to, I have to say, roughly 13th, 14th possibly. Here he actually cycles. I think I'm going to be close to, I'm almost right on it. I said 13th to 14th, and he actually comes out 14th. He'll go back, or be passed by Mettler, so he's actually 15th, so I was one off there at the end. I was very close. I do want to give y'all kind of an on-board here with all these guys. So we'll go change this view, and we will do one on board now that they have actually done their pit stops here. Starting when she gets to the start-finish line, that is, we'll do one lap with each of them. I will say this, the guys that are really struggling, they're missing the bottom hard. I mean, they're not getting any turn on that car. They've probably burned off that right front too, like really, really badly, because they are not turning. I mean, it's just flat out no turn there at all. So I don't think that. Ugh, gosh. Let's see. So probably next pit stops would be around. So yeah. So Lilith did end up dropping. She dropped to third. Next pit stops would happen around. Let's see. Right around this time. Probably lap 80, 85, 80-ish. Zofield's down pit road. He just didn't have any turn. And it looks like it's the Fords that are not wanting to load. I keep noticing that. Everybody else loads but the Ford cars. So I think it's just a Ford-only thing that there's an issue with. Whew. Okay, world. Yeah, so I was right around this. So Lilith does come down. He also pitted earlier too. Joseph's comes down also 83. Yeah, so they're gonna have one more pit stop, probably lap 120-ish, I'd say. Stewart's down, Hupka's down. Ryan's down here too, so. Let's see. Dylan went one of the longest. Cogswell went longer than him, so Cogswell's going to be off. Wait, hold on, let me think about this. What's their fuel? Dylan went 49, but really under green. That's going to be about 54, 45. They'll go to about lap 93, 94-ish. And then he'll have to come down pit road then. Yeah, and I've tried to get these guys' paints to load. It seems like it's just certain cars are not loading. Warren comes down. People are going to be able to stay out the longest. TJ and Roberge. They were lap 53. So we probably won't see them pit until a lot longer. These guys have definitely started to. Dylan's got out front and he's just gapped them. I mean, literally, he's just gapped them at this point. Yeah, everybody's. It seems like unless we have a caution, you know, not a lot is gonna happen here because they're just so stuck right there on each other. I don't know if it's going to come out. I don't think it's going to come out of strategy, but Dylan and Christopher are down. Hupka's trying to get one of his laps back. Yeah, he'll easily get 1 on Dylan. Probably get 2 when Dylan pits. But I do think that he'll stay out for as long as he can, pretty much. So I want to hold off on going to a commercial break because they're eventually going to have to go on them. There's no like not going on them at all. They run 30% fuel, not 30. I think it's 60% fuel. 30 would be like 20 laps. And where I was getting that from was getting that from somewhere else, and it was not the right guesstimate. As Trey comes down pit road, so he comes down now. That'll leave Dylan out on the track. See, pretty much too, the whole time they're having to go. You'll see where it's really dark. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Go ahead and slow it down here. You can't really see it. Actually, not there you can see it. So this is going to be behind, but you see this little dark patch right there? That's what these guys are really trying to get to. That's where you pretty much want to be running because that's where the grip is. That's what guys that have been running up front have been able to do. Is Trey, he's off and away. So he'll have 1 pit stop, maybe lap 130? It might be lap 1. I think it might be lap 130 for him. It'll be close. I think 130 is going to have to be for those guys that came down pit late. If Dylan can stretch this fuel as long as he can go, it's okay. DJ and Brock are now down. And Patrick's now down. So, how long is he going to stretch this fuel is my question. If he goes out there and stretches it a lot, he might have to do this last pit stop here. That's maybe what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to do that. Yeah, I think he's going to try to go lap 100 here. If he goes to 100, then he's going to be pushing it on making it on fuel to the end. I think he could possibly do it. It's going to be so close, though. So that's why I'm so iffy on it. If he does, it's going to be really, really close. That's because the top 4 still have to pit, but Roberge, if somebody's gonna make it on fuel, it's gonna be Roberge on this last pit stop because these guys they're just gonna stay out. How long are you going to stay out here, Dylan? This whole race, dude's been pretty calm. Okay, he finally comes down pit road 96. I think he probably ran his tank dry. He probably couldn't go any longer, and I would not blame him either. Oh no! He didn't get in his pit box the whole way. You saw him have to give it gas there to get it in his pit stall. That's gonna hurt him. That is not good at all for him. He's gonna lose some time. That might give the guys behind him all that they needed to pass him too. Now he is gonna have fresher tires as Biddy comes down, but that's not too good there, bud. He didn't have to go really far ahead, so he might be fine. Might be fine, I say, but that's not gonna help him at all. Really gonna hurt him. June 30, we're at 7:07. June 8th, we're at. Wow. Okay, we gained 13 in 5 days. Did not realize that. It's actually a lot of subscribers in 5 days. So that's gonna leave Roberge is actually one of the last people. Roberge and Cogs will have to come down. They're gonna run it to the. Oh, hold on. How long can they run their fuel? If they, this might be interesting here. If they keep running their fuel, oh, this is gonna be, he might be able to stretch it to the end on this last pit stop. If he does, it's going to be close, but I think he has a chance to do it. I really do think that he does. It's going to be about, I mean, right on the edge, and I mean literally right on the edge of. He's already pitted. Oh, this is going to be close. I think he might be able to do it. I really think it might be possible for him to do it. But if he does, I mean, it's going to be close. I want to see where does he run this to? It's got maybe about 2 more laps of fuel. If he runs it dry, I mean literally to the drop of fuel that he has left, this last pit stop should get him there. Might actually work out for him. And I think it may. I mean, it actually may work out for him. Okay, so he comes down here 102. Oh my, he actually might be able to make it. I think Roberge just played the fuel correct. I think Roberge might have just won this race for himself. If we stay green, that is. Because the fuel run is 47 laps. And he came down with 48 left. You're going to get about an extra lap just from lifting alone. So Roberge needs it to stay green. If it stays green for him here, he's probably going to have the race win. Roberge. And he came out 1 lap down, but he's literally the first car a lap down, so he'll easily get his lap back. But I don't think these guys up front can make it. They're going to be way short. I mean, like, way, way short, too. They're going to have no other choice but to come down pit road. If this works, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be... I mean, that's plain fuel. That is just flat out plain fuel there. There's no other words for it. I think he can do it. I think yeah, he's still a lap down. But where's he compared to Lilith? He's actually about to catch a Lilith here, probably within about 2-ish laps. I'd say he'll catch him. No, but he's the only guy that can make it. He's the only person on the track that can actually make it on fuel to the end. So I know that he is praying. He's like, please, for everything in you, let this race go green. He does not. He's the last guy that wants a caution. Some of these guys in front of him probably wouldn't mind getting a caution. But I think he's got it. As you guys have calmed down, though, we will go on a commercial break because I haven't done that the whole entire time, but it will be side by side like it always is.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As we are back here, so can the fuel hold out for Roberge? I think it will. It's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close on it if he does make it. Oh Lord, I think he'll be fine. He should be fine. But I know dang well that he's saying, please, do not let a caution come out. I know Lilith, these guys up here want to see one though. Roberge actually needs to get his lap back there really quickly because he's about to go 2 laps down. He's should be, okay, he's actually going to get it back here pretty quickly. Mettler is now the lucky dog. I think lap 130 we'll see guys coming down, getting their final pit stop in. This race was pretty calm overall. We've not had, we had that one caution at the start, and then green flag the rest of the way. Nothing else has really happened. And that's the truth too. Nothing's happened to where there's anything like drastic going on at all. Biggest mover though is it's been Joseph and Upka. Upka's actually up 10, 13. Joseph is up 10 and 5th, so he started 15th. So some guys have had a better run, than others. Just depends on who you're talking to. Yeah, DJ's down, so DJ had to come back down pit road anyway. So this is gonna be his final pit stop. He will be done with his pit stops from this point on. Who else is gonna come down? We'll have to see if anybody else comes down. As Lilith has ripped the side of the wall off. That is not too fun there. She's literally gone almost. Trey is... Actually, that is Brock. That's Trey. See, I almost got confused. Trey's there. Okay, this is final pit stops here. Lilith and Trey coming down. Lilith got in there slow. I think Lilith almost missed it. She was way off pace. I think she literally realized, late in the run, she's like, wait, okay, I want to do this now. Wait, do I want to do it? Do I? Do I want to? So that was close. That was going to be really, really, really close between those two. I don't know if that's going to end up too well for him. Holy crap. Okay. That's weird. All right. And McQuaid's down and Brock's down now. And Biddy has to pit Lauren Young. Wait. Yeah, Biddy will have to pit. So he was lap 97. Almost got sideswiped there. I just realized most people are probably related to royalty in Europe. Just looking at my DNA report. Okay. Biddy, Hupka, Dylan Ellis are all down. Roberge, okay. Roberge. One, he needs to get these guys a lap down. He has to do that. He doesn't get him a lap down, well, it's not going to be a good time.
I think he's going to be fine. I think that he will be fine between this, or on this run. Joseph just ran the fastest lap, and tied. Tied for fastest lap. Him and DJ tied. They 30:67. So, Whitehead. Oh no. Trey is probably going to catch for a Burge is the issue. Yeah, Roberge is going to be caught here before the end. That's going to suck for him. I really thought that he had a shot, being honest with you. Now, if caution comes out, changes everything, but yeah, well, where's Trey at? If Trey gets caught up with Lilith here, that's going to give him a little bit of a buffer again. But I don't see them being able to hold them off. Mettler's down. He had to come down pit road too. Because a lot of these guys I think they were gambling on a caution coming. However, they're not gaining that much on Roberge as much as I thought they would. I mean, yeah, they're gaining, but it's not a lot. And if David shoves Roberge down the front stretch, yeah, one thing Roberge needs is these guys to get by him and don't mess up his line getting in. Like that right there is going to hurt him. He's not able to get the entry that he wants going into the corner. Because if he does that, it's just going to hurt him so much more. I mean, these lap times are dropping off. They're about 0.8 faster. But, so if they do 0.8, let me do some quick math here. So if they stay on that pace of 0.8, 17 laps, they'll be able to catch them. But what I'm getting at, look how close these two are together. If Lillis tries to pass Trey, that's going to be a blessing in disguise. I mean, literally a blessing in disguise. Poor Roberge. I think they may realize though that they need to stay where they are and draft off each other. Yeah, he's dead in the water here. It was a good shot. It was a very good shot, but probably see him coming off the corner. No, we can't even see him coming off the corner quite just yet. There they are. But everyone else, though, this has been just spaced out. I mean, there's literally nothing else to say. They've had a caution early on, and then it's went on from there. Nothing's really happened. Just get in a room here. Yeah, nah, they probably realize. I don't. There's Trey and Lilith, same tires too. So if Lilith doesn't push hard, when they get around Roberge, Roberge can mess these two up. Just think about that. If Roberge just kind of parks it and makes them go get around him, that might that's gonna hold them up. I think that Lilith is gonna get a lot closer to Trey here when they get next to Roberge. Got 12 more laps, yeah. You see him there. Somebody just went off track. Now, that was Zofield. See, next week they're going to be at... I don't want to get that wrong. They're going to be at the Roval. I almost said Sonoma. They're going to be at the Charlotte Roval. I do like road courses, too. I don't know what it is about road courses, but I really like them. They're just not bad at all. Yeah, they're going to catch him here really soon. Lilith is... He's going to try to use him as a pick, I think. If he can set him up correct, this is going to be a really big pick opportunity. Yeah, she's got to set him up correctly. I mean, it has to be pretty much precision perfect. She's getting to Trey's outside, but she just can't get up close enough to him to make him get tight. She's taking that back, and she's backing that corner up. She's really getting hard on the gas, too, is what she's doing with that line she's taking there. Yeah, they're going to get Roberge here. Coming into 3 and 4, Roberge, it was a good try. No doubt about that. He's actually not going to give it up either. He kind of blocks Trey there a little bit, but he's going to run it wide. He will get at least 5th, though. Maybe 4th. Yeah, he's got to hold off McDonald behind him. And McDonald stayed out only one more lap from these guys, but he also messed up his pit stop. That's what ended up really, really hurting him. Once he messed up his pit stop, it was just... Yeah, it was going to be hard from that point on. There was really no way of getting back. And he needed a caution to be thrown at that point, but it's the little things that you don't think is going to mean a lot, that you make this one little mistake and your race is pretty much... You can go ahead and just throw it in the trash at that point on. Or from that point. It's going to happen to everybody, too. So this isn't like this only happens once thing. And that's Dylan. No, it's not Dylan. That is... Who is that behind Roberge? I can't see that. It's the 4. Probably... No, it's not Joe. It may be TJ. No, who is that? Not sure who that is behind Roberge. So it's evidently a lap car. As Cash, you do not want to be up in that wall, my man. Wall doesn't help you turn, but I think he knows that. Only person that helps turn is Roos. If Roos hits it, Roos turns automatically. Do I know why? Nope. Just how Roos is. Roos is built different. I'm built different. Lilith could be laying off here just a little bit. You can really only maybe lay off for like one more lap, but after that, I think you got to flip the switch and go after that point. You can't really lay off much more. And she probably knows that too. Wait. Oh. Huh? If Lilith is gonna go, it's go now. But I think she's too far away from Trey to really even make a challenge at this point. She's kind of made her bed, just hanging back. I mean, she's not back there on purpose, not by any means, but she's too far back to do anything. She just can't do really anything at this point to advance her position. It's white flag in the air here for Trey Whitehead. One more time around. Was up front, then dropped to the middle of the pack recently, so he's had an up and down day, but he's not done bad at all. But he will go into 3 here. He will come out of 4, and he will win here at Kentucky Speedway in the Ghost Cup Series. After 150 laps, Lilith comes second, McDonald comes third. Roberts did the fuel strategy, and he will come home 4th, so not a bad run for him at all. Be a little bit celebratory bump there from Lilith. Not a bad race at all there. It was definitely calm, really, really calm. But let me finish in order here now for you all. That up on the screen, if it will ever show. There it is. So we'll bring the top 3 drivers here. Make sure my Discord's unmuted.
How
Hey,
about
Dylan,
I
this-
myself?
I don't know you're what's that? Hey Dylan, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man.
Yeah, I got you. How's it going?
And so you come home 3rd there. That last pit stop, you slid through, or he actually didn't slide to your box just enough. But how did the race go for you overall? Because it seemed like you were pretty much dominated up until that point.
Yeah, race would actually quite well. I actually raced with a level head that you haven't seen so far. So, it stayed off of everybody. Didn't race everybody like how I've been racing them for the past, I don't know, 2 months that I've been in Ghost. But yeah, the race was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I've been telling everybody that I work with, like Chris Cash, Lucas, Lilith, everybody that I know that I run with team wise is like, look, Kentucky is just like Texas. Run it just like Texas. You'll be fine. That's what happened. Uh, Luckily for me, I just got done running Kentucky in a different league race, so I already knew what to do. Granted, it's different setups, but worked out in my favor. So can't be mad with the top three.
So on that last pit stop, do you think if you would have slid in just a little bit deeper, you would have come home with the win because you barely had to gas it up there to get into your box?
I mean, I don't know. Getting into pit lane was treacherous. I figured just staying out till the field was dry was the best part. But once I seen Brock and Lilith go in, I was like, yeah, I can't let them get out before I go in, so I can keep that time that I gained on them with me. But just like you said, it stopped just shy of my box. It told me too far back, so I had to hurry up and gas it back up into my pit stall. So just a human error. I'd rather be short on my pit stop instead of over my pit stall, so I don't have to worry about going through the gears to go back into reverse. So I think if I would have got in there a little bit better, it would have had a different outcome. So I'm still happy with the result I got, though.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching tonight?
Yeah, I want to give my dad and his wife a big shout out for supporting me in every league race and different leagues I do throughout the year on iRacing. Want to give you a big shout out up there in the booth week in and week out. Give a big shout out to Dustin Hall and EPI hooking me up with truck dev programs over there. TJR, Sim 213 Simware, Titletown, everybody over at Smoky Mountain as well. So got to give them a big shout out.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good third place finish tonight here, man.
Thanks, buddy.
It was Dylan McDonald, third place driver, just didn't slide into his box. I mean, it was literally probably an inch he had to go up to get into it. But we will bring in the second place driver, Lilith Peters. Hey, Lilith, this is Bryson Booth. Got a coffee, man?
Yes, sir. Hi, Bryce.
And so you come home second. Fall just a little bit short to Trey there. What do you think you needed there at the end of the race?
More skill, I guess. Less choking. You had a good win. Good race.
Yeah, so you were battling up front most of the night. Now, how was the track? Because it seems like you all had to pretty much just run that bottom lane there. There was no other way you could get around here. So now, how hard was it, trying to run a lane that can barely fit two cars?
Turn 3 and 4 had like 2 lanes, but it didn't really matter. You couldn't pass very well. It's very hard on the right fronts. And then it's like randomly loose in the middle of the corner, so I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. This track is one of the harder ones, and you're like, I don't even know what's going on half the time. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream tonight?
I'm filling in for Lucas, so I'll thank his sponsor here, Whitehead Detailing. And my normal sponsor, foxfirefoods.com, sells Luna steak sauce. Thank you for broadcasting, Bryce.
All right, well, I will let you go. Good second place finish tonight, though.
Thank you. Good night.
That was Lilith Peters. I actually want to check out that company. It's okay. It is steak sauce. North Carolina. That's not too far from me then. We will bring in the race winner and Trey Whitehead, though. Hey, Trey, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you, Bryce.
And so you come home with the win there over Lilith. What was going through your head those final 20 laps, knowing that Lilith was behind you there, and it was going to be between you and her?
Well, honestly, I didn't know it was going to be between her and I. I think it was 25 to go. Roberge had just taken the lead, and I knew he had enough fuel. And I knew I had to get a splash at some point. And whenever I saw Lilith getting ready to pit, I just called an audible, came down, and I just said, screw it, put 4 tires on it, and we'll see where we end up. And we actually ended up catching Chris there. I think it was like 15 to go or 10 to go. I can't remember when I passed him, but And I guess Lilith riding behind me that whole time burned up her right front is more than she should have. And I'm just glad I'm able to escape with a win. Honestly, I didn't need a win. I just needed a solid points day, and we ended up winning the damn thing. So,
So how did the race go for you overall, though? Because it seemed like you were up near the front the whole entire night.
yeah, pretty early I struggled a lot with my right front. I think the average for a lot of guys on a fuel run was about 70, maybe high 60% left on the right front. And after I short pit everybody. I think I pit around lap 40 or something. It was around 55%. So wasn't where we needed it to be. And I had to adjust some things on the fly and ended up being able to save my right front throughout the race. And like I said, that late audible, whenever I came down and put 4 tires on it, it ended up working out. I guess Roberge didn't have enough tire left. He had enough fuel, but not enough tires. So yeah, I mean, it was fun to run up front the whole time. Dylan, McDonald, Lilith, all them running up there with me. It was good to see Chris lead some laps and some other guys during pit cycles. I mean, I'm glad it was a really good endurance race. It was one really early caution, and then we went about 140 laps caution free. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I was able to showcase how good I can be on the short run and the long run. So.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, we got Bogey Bros in Victory Lane, a new partner. I'm trying out golf. I'm not very good at it, but that's what they're there for. You're there to look good, not play good. So be sure to visit them at bogeybros.co and use my code TripleTrey with 2 Y's at checkout. Obviously, the guys at Whitehead Racing, my dad not being able to race tonight, but Brock was here with me, and he was struggling a little bit, but glad to see him get a top 10. And Lucas wasn't here. Lilith was kind of our fill-in teammate. Chris Cash, Dylan McDonald, Dylan Ellis, all those guys. So everybody helping me out on that side. And I practiced a little bit this weekend with some Sizemore guys with Ryan and DJ and them. And obviously you broadcasting. I'm definitely going to go back and watch this and see my transformation throughout the race. So it was a lot of fun.
All right, well, I will let you go. Good win here tonight, though, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It was Trey Whitehead, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order here now. Trey Whitehead first, Lilith Peters second, Dylan McDonald third, Roberge fourth, Ryan Sizemore fifth, Joseph Grajava sixth, Patrick McQuaid seventh, eighth, Brock Whitehead ninth, DJ Daniel 10th, Nick Biddy 11th, Jonathan Cogswell 12th, TJ Hanley 13th, Thomas Stewart 14th, Chris Hupka 15th, Dylan Ellis 16th, Joe David 17th, 17th Christopher Cash 18th, Mike Sawanowski 19th is Warren Young, 20th Chris Sofield, 21st Christian Roos, 22nd Matt Metler, and 23rd was Johnny Williams. That was a long green flag race. Not bad overall, though, but I'm not going to keep you all any longer. I'll roll this animation, and you all can go.